Oh hey, Dylan and Ryan from Automotive R&D. Today we're having a chat about how far General Motors has come in the last 10 years.
That's right, Dylan. We brought along the 2012 Chevy Cruise and the 2003 Pontiac Sunfire. Both started under about $20,000, both trying to accomplish the same mission. 10 years apart, and we're just blown away.
See, the Chevy Cruise and the Sunfire are both economy cars, but the definition of economy car has changed in the last 10 years. I think it's time we went for a drive.
And we're off.
Well, already I can see and feel the difference here. This is...
Yeah, you got a chance to drive the Pontiac. It was, the Sunfire is nothing like this. I mean, think...
This is quiet for economy.
Yeah, this is really quiet.
The ride is really nice too.
Yeah. What do you think? This is actually just the LT. This isn't the LTZ, and this isn't, this is the mid-range. So it starts at a 1.8 liter naturally aspirated, but this is the turbo model. Yep. This is the base of the turbo model. So this is an LT1. So it's, I think it's about $18,000. I mean, this is an affordable car. So what do you think of the interior so far?
It's nice. We got you know, better plastics. We got this nice woven material on the dash, but I can't believe how quiet and smooth this car is. It's a 1.4 direct injection Ecotec.
It's not direct injection though.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing that Chevy didn't do. They put a turbo on it, but it's not direct injection, which means they've left some efficiency on the table.
We're sure it's not direct injection?
I know it's not direct injection.
Okay, just want to make sure.
But look at the interior. You got multiple different kinds of plastics. The Sunfire has pretty much two colors of plastic, black and gray, and it's all hard. This at least has some silver. There's not an ounce of silver in the Sunfire. A little bit of piano black going on. Nice setup. Can I tell you about the glass, because I don't hear any wind? Yeah, it's a laminated glass, so apparently it's everything, both the panels, the metal, the glass, everything is working to try and keep the noise out. So I remembered, you probably read these reviews in the magazines about how quiet it was, like Lexus quiet.
Well, I don't hear the road. I'm not used to that. I'm used to hearing tire, thump. I'm used to hearing just the roar.
Yeah, well, and they're wide tires. The Sunfire had skinny pizza wheel, pizza cutter tires, and this has big, thick tires. So you'd think you'd really hear it, but yeah, it's very quiet.
This is a really nice ride for somebody whose aim is an economy car, and it's actually quite serene. You're not exhausted when you come out.
Yeah, as compared to the Sunfire, where it's basically a tractor. It feels like a tractor. It sounds like a tractor. That's just where the Sunfire was at the time, and this is luxury car quiet. You know, the Sunfire 10 years ago, that motor is the great grandfather of this motor, the Ecotec, and it was a 2.2. It made the same power as this 1.4, and you know what? It sounded like a bag of rocks.
Oh, it was crude.
It's crude. You drove it earlier today. Its transmission is sloppy. It's
the car. Like, you look at the belt line, the sill, headroom. It's just more substantial, more robust. So you know that. I mean, it's got 10 airbags in it.
Oh, versus the Sunfire's 2.
You get a lot for an economy car.
Yeah, you do. And it's got traction control, which the Sunfire doesn't. So again, this is 10 years of progress, really. Pickup's good, don't you think?
Yeah, and it's actually hushed, very hushed.
Yeah, this is the perfect for me. Like, for me, I think the person who buys this car,
primary,
secondary car, commuter car, like for families like us, I couldn't live with this as my only car. I mean, I could, but I just haul too much stuff. I'm not necessarily a fan of minivans, but I think at least a hatchback, and they do have a hatchback of this in Europe.
Really?
Yeah, and it's nice. Good. Or a wagon too, I think. And why we don't have it, I don't know, because that would make this possible for my primary car. So would you? I mean, you're a Honda driver.
I am. I gotta say.
What do you think? I mean,
I know Honda's. I've been a Honda guy for a long time, but this is quieter than my Accord.
That's impressive.
very impressive. It's just the hush.
So what would you say to people who, I mean, I've run into lots of these people. It's just like, I will never buy a domestic car. What do you think this car says about where domestic cars are now?
This car says to those people, come on in and at least take a drive and see for yourself. This is not your older brother's Sunfire.
No, you know what? And you can get this car if you want. You can deck it out with leather. Comes with a nice two-tone leather interior. You can pay up to about $27,000. But I think the real thing is you're not trying to doll up an easy lady. You know what I mean? You're not trying to doll up an easy lady. This is a classy lady that you can actually take to McDonald's, like in this trim. But you can dress her up.
Well, kudos to Chevrolet. You know what I love about these seats? They are comfortable, but I love the dark cloth. This is easy to take care of cloth. Yeah. Going to work, spill a little my Timbs, whatever. You know what? I don't have a panic on my hand. I don't have these light-colored beige seats to worry about.
Oh yeah, beige seats.
I love this material. I'm rubbing my hand against it, and it doesn't look like it picks up dust like some of the fibers that
the mouse fur
fiber.
Yeah,
mouse fur
fibers. Yeah.
And this looks like with kids, easy to take care of.
Yeah, and it's they've matched it on the dash here, which I think actually helps make the interior sound a little bit quieter, like a little more. You know when you have a living room and it's got no carpet in it and everything echoes around, I think that putting down a rug, all of a sudden it just sounds quieter, and I think that's helping. I mean, it's probably a little bit functional.
Yeah, the steering's got a nice weight, brakes are nice, nicely weighted. Transmission is imperceptible.
Yes. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that for a second, because this is now a 6-speed automatic for the same price as the Sunfire we had out, and it was a 5-speed manual. Mm-hmm. And how would you describe that 5-speed manual?
Ooh, that was
special treat, eh?
Yeah, the shifter was quite sloppy. The clutch was you had to be careful how you disengage that clutch. But I mean, this is state-of-the-art transmission. There's cars today that in the next class up that still don't have a 6-speed auto.
Yeah, it's impressive that you get this as standard. Is incredible.
Crisp shifts.
I'd like to try this in the 6-speed manual, which is the other option, and I think that would be a blast.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Because the turbo, I mean, you're driving, you feel like, what do you feel like? It's a 1.4 liter. I mean, that's.
I do not feel. I feel it feels like I'm driving it drives like a 6 in most respects. If you put your foot down, of course, you know that it's not a 6.
Yeah.
But it's extremely quiet the way a 6 would be.
This car actually has about 10,000 kilometers on it. This is not
somebody's car.
This is one of our friends' cars, and it is. It's getting 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So, final thoughts?
Well, the thing is, I think, a consumer probably would be pretty shocked to drive something of 10 years gone by and just feel. But it's the stuff you don't see. It's the passive safety. It's the noise, vibration, harshness controls, the fuel economy. It's the robustness. They've gone a long way.
Anyways, let's wrap it up. This has been Dylan and Ryan of Automotive R&D. And we'll see you next time.
Keep driving.
Well, and you can see it, all the cost cutting of the old car, the Sunfire had. They didn't even bother with a logo, like with an emblem. It wasn't even a chrome. There's not an ounce of chrome anywhere in the car. I'm not saying chrome is like the be-all end-all, but at least they made the effort. They just punched the name out of the bumper versus putting a nice,
Embossed.
it is just day and night.